mental health, the gut, and probiotics. Why mental health is not all in your head. Let's start here. Because for decades, really generations, we have been told that mental health lives entirely in the brain. And we've come to believe that. Anxiety? It's just a thinking problem. Or depression? It's just a chemical imbalance in the head. That stress is something you should be able to manage better if you just tried harder. Not true. And if you've ever struggled with anxiety, low mood, brain fog, or emotional exhaustion, you were likely told, directly or indirectly, that something about you was failing, that you weren't coping well enough, or that you weren't resilient enough, or that you needed to fix your thoughts, your mindset, or your attitude. But here's what modern science now shows us very clearly. Mental health is not just psychological. It is biological. And a huge part of that biology lives in your gut. This is not alternative medicine. This isn't fringe science. This is now one of the fastest growing areas of neuroscience, psychiatry, and immunology. And once you understand it, a lot of things that never made sense before finally do. You're going to understand why anxiety often shows up with digestive issues, why stress wrecks sleep and appetite, why depression just feels heavy in the body, not just sad in the mind, and why people can do everything right mentally, therapy, journaling, affirmations, these good things, and still feel stuck because the body was never addressed. Your body is not betraying you. It is responding to the environment. And one of the most important environments in your body is your gut. The problem with the old mental health model, the traditional mental health model, focused almost entirely on the brain in your skull, neurotransmitters, thought patterns, behavioral changes, and those things do matter. But here's the problem. They are downstream. They are the result, not always the root cause, because your brain does not operate in isolation. It is in constant communication with your immune system, your hormones, your nervous system, and very importantly, your digestive system. If those systems are inflamed, depleted, overstimulated, or just dysregulated, the brain feels it. And yet, for a long time, medicine treated the gut as if it was separate. Just digestion, just food, just the stomach. That separation was a mistake. The gut-brain connection was never new. We just ignored it. Think about phrases we've always used. I have a gut feeling. Oh, that made me sick to my stomach. Or I just feel it in my gut. Or when you're excited, think about like butterflies before a big moment, that performance in middle school or whatever it may be. Those expressions didn't come from nowhere. They came from lived human experience long before science and names for those pathways involved ever was created. But now we do understand. And one of the most important discoveries is this. Ready for it? You have a second brain in your gut. the enteric nervous system. Have you ever heard of it? I want you to imagine your nervous system like a vast electrical network. Most people picture it starting and ending all in the brain. But in reality, there is a complex nervous system embedded throughout your digestive tract, from your esophagus all the way down to your colon. This system is called the enteric nervous system, or ENS, and it changes everything. The enteric nervous system contains over 100 million nerve cells, more neurons than your spinal cord. It regulates digestion, enzyme release, blood flow, nutrient absorption, immune signaling, and communication with the brain. And here is the part that matters the most for mental health. Most of the communication runs from the gut to the brain, not the other way around. Your brain is constantly receiving updates about inflammation, nutrient availability, microbial balance, gut lining integrity, and your stress load in general. And if the gut signals safety and nourishment, the brain relaxes. And if the gut signals threat or inflammation, the brain becomes vigilant. This is not conscious, and this is not willpower. This is biology. Neurotransmitters aren't just made in the brain. About 90% of serotonin is made in the gut. So when mood is low, the question isn't just, is serotonin low in the brain? You know, that feel-good hormone? It's also, is the gut environment capable of producing and regulating it? Why stress hits digestion first? Well, stress diverts blood flow away from digestion. Short term, this protects survival. It's important. Long term, it damages the gut. Chronic stress reduces beneficial bacteria, increases inflammatory microbes, and weakens the gut lining while activating immune signaling. This is why depression and anxiety are now being studied as inflammatory conditions, not just psychological ones. If you've ever felt emotionally reactive, anxious with no reason, flat, numb, or just exhausted, that does not mean that you are weak. It means your nervous system and gut are overloaded. And healing starts by restoring safety biologically. Stress, cortisol, inflammation, and feeling stuck. Stress is not just something you feel. Stress is something your body does. Every worry, every unresolved conflict or tension, every night of poor sleep sends biochemical signals through your system. The HPA axis, your stress response system, was designed for short-term danger, but modern stress is chronic. The kids still have to get up and go to school every day. You still have to show up for work. The dishes still need washed. You still may not feel great, and you don't know why. This kind of stress is ongoing and chronic. Cortisol rhythms break. Digestion slows. Inflammation rises. And motivation drops. Inflammation alters neurotransmitter metabolism. The brain shifts into conservation mode. Joy decreases. Energy shrinks. This is not a mindset problem. This is survival biology. Motivation is a biological state, not a moral failing. Your body is asking for safety, not just discipline. So let's talk about psychobiotics and how certain probiotics influence your mood. Now that we understand how the microbiome adapts, we can talk about how certain bacteria actively influence the brain. This is where the term psychobiotics comes in. And no, this is not a marketing term. Psychobiotics are specific probiotic strains that, when consumed in adequate amounts, have been shown to positively influence mental health outcomes. Not all probiotics do this. Some support digestion, some support immunity. Psychobiotics go further. They interact with the nervous system, stress hormones, and neurotransmitters. This is not take a probiotic and feel happier. Sadly, I'm sorry, it's not. It's about which strains, how they work, and why context matters. The 3 pathways that psychobiotics work through are: first, neurotransmitter regulation. The gut produces serotonin, GABA, dopamine precursors, and calming metabolites. The second pathway psychobiotics work through is stress response regulation. Certain strains improve cortisol, rhythm, and stress resilience without any sedative effect. Third, inflammation and gut barrier repair. They strengthen tight junctions, reduce cytokine signaling, and calm immune activation. This is not a mental problem. It is an immune nervous system interaction. Now, why strain specificity matters? Not all lactobacillus strains behave the same. Not all bifidobacterium strains affect mood. This is why one person can take probiotics and feel calm, or another might feel wired, and another feels nothing. It's not random. It's biological specificity. Key psychobiotic strains we're going to talk about first are Bifidobacterium longum. It supports calm, stress, resilience, and gut-brain signaling. Lactobacillus helveticus, often paired with B, longum, supports neuroplasticity and reduces those depressive symptoms. Lactobacillus casei shirota strain improves stress tolerance in high pressure environments. Now, combinations often work better because the microbiome is an ecosystem. Probiotics, though, are not antidepressants. They do not blunt emotion. They simply support regulation. They are bridges, not replacements. So how can we use probiotics safely and effectively? Keep in mind, probiotics are living organisms, not vitamins. Starting low matters. For mental health, many people start around 1 to 5 billion CFUs initially. Take probiotics with food, ideally earlier in the day. Digestive shift comes first, and mood shifts follow weeks later. This is regulation, not stimulation. Temporary discomfort may happen, but persistent discomfort is feedback, not failure. You may need a change of dose or a different type of probiotic if you're feeling consistently uncomfortable. Now, keep in mind, food-based probiotics like kefir, or you could use cultured veggies like sauerkraut. Those are going to be a little more gentle on your system. Supplements, though, do offer exact precision. Neither is superior. And keep in mind, consistency is going to matter more than intensity. So you could do a variety, do both, experiment, try different things. Probiotics work differently for everyone. Your microbiome is unique. Stress history matters. Trauma matters. Inflammation matters. The gut remembers what the mind tries to forget. Some people feel emotional changes first when you adopt these probiotic habits into your life. Some feel digestive changes first. Keep in mind, progress is not linear. Healing doesn't always feel dramatic. It feels stable. Comparison also sabotages progress. So instead, ask yourself, what is my body responding to? And what does it need next? Now, creating a gut-brain supportive life is possible. Healing doesn't happen through force. The nervous system responds to rhythm, not rules. Food is communication, not control. Fiber feeds calm. Fermentation supports signaling. Blood sugar stability reduces anxiety. Movement regulates. It shouldn't punish. Sleep is foundational, and routine reduces threat detection. Your body has been wanting these things and simply adapting, not failing. Choosing probiotics with wisdom and hope is my encouragement for you. You are not behind. Your body is not broken. Probiotics work with intelligence, not urgency. So start low, stay consistent, and choose what your body tolerates. Healing often feels like softening, not euphoria. When probiotics don't help immediately, that's information, not defeat. Hope is biology, remembering how to repair. So hold on to it and keep trying. Don't get discouraged. A simple daily rhythm for healing could be morning gentleness, setting a good cortisol tone for the day, starting with something positive, motivational or uplifting. Consistent meals also help to stabilize your mood. Midday movement helps to lower inflammation, so get up and move around. Evening rest allows repair, so get a good night's sleep. You already know these things, so make sure that you're doing them. If this resonates, leave a comment and share this video. Keep in mind, you are not alone. Others need to hear your experience too. Healing is happening. Healing is quiet. It really is. It shows up in feeling fewer spirals, softer mornings where you get out of bed and think, I'm glad the sun's up, instead of, I'm too tired, right? You know what I'm talking about. So, more neutral days are coming so that you can feel better, so that you can feel motivated, because your body was never broken. The channel exists to help you understand your body, not fight it. Please, listen to your body. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, share this video. Let's build a community and work together to take back our peace and be happy and healthy. Watch this next video I'm about to make, and we'll post in a couple days because it's going to go in depth and give you some specific, deep, purposeful advice on how to really heal your gut with probiotics and make a positive change. See you in the next one.